AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Second down following the incompletion. On second down, Prescott again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now here's Shane Leckler on to punt it away to his longtime team, the Raiders. This is brought in at the 21. Look at the dance and the juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15 that time. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 21 that time. Good enough for an Oakland 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Ten yards to go on 3rd.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down. All right, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5, and it's a touchdown. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jadeveon Clowney was the #1 pick in the NFL draft, and it was with good reason. An absolute athletic freak. Now he's trying to add consistency to his game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Check. Blue 90.
Check.
Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
One quarter down. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Oakland after this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Watch 14. Watch 14. Single receiver. Single receiver.
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
First down carry for Foster. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, Prescott. Johnson with a completion over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. They'll try and run for it with Foster. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak. And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I'm well aware this is not basketball, but this feels like full court pressure. Never getting out of that the entire time. Just stay on top of them. With that lead, go ahead and fake it and continue to try and build on it.
Yeah, first half, as you said, you've got that lead, but they want a bigger cushion here. They're hitting the gas pedal hard. First down, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Prescott now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. What?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
High five, baby, high five. Let's go.
And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Tight ends wrinkle. Tight ends on the wrinkle. Tight ends on the wrinkle.
319. 319.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Here's Wolford over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the gadget play gets them into the end zone. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They come out here in the eye. The drive will start with Arian Foster. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Raiders on offense early in the first. The pass will be caught over the middle. And the pass and catch will end up going for 21 yards. Raiders lined up at the 20. We're going to get a fumble here. Now after the the fumble. Hopkins is wide open here on the catch, and 13 yards later, he'll go in for the score. That puts them on top by 14. Down to late in the second. Broken coverage here on the pass play, and a quick three-play drive ends with a score. Raiders trail now by just 7.
So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They run a draw here on second down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an offset eye. On the counter, it's Foster. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They come out here in the eye. Foster on second down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 13 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. Recover the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
Double tight, double tight.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
We've got a 3rd and 11.
Single. I see 47.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run.
Tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On play action, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. This is Johnson, he's got it. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
On 1st and 10, Prescott surveying the field. And Daniels has it, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll hand off to Foster, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. First, they stick with Foster. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Come on, let's go.
This is Foster. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Good, solid, strong run that not only gets him a nice chunk of yardage, but takes the clock under 4 minutes. And now they're going to play situational football. How many timeouts does the opposition have left? How many runs do they need to call to make sure that they bleed out those timeouts? But even more importantly, Mentally right now, they hold the advantage. They probably have them at the verge of breaking. And what they want to do is finish them off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And he's going to now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Novak's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This one taken from the 7. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go. 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Green 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. They'll look to throw again. Finding time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the wording on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
They can't hang with us.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.